I'm Darren Ruffle.
Hi, I'm Randy Orlando.
And today we're going to discuss the Capresso CM200 10-cup programmable coffee maker. And Randy, if you do me the honor of opening up our box, let's see what's in here.
It comes with directions.
Directions, we'll need those.
Or you want to hold down on the box.
Got it. There you go. Thank you. Let's bring this up here. Alright. You have the glass carafe, it's a 10-cup carafe. Inside the brew group, you just press the button here to open it. You'll see there's a charcoal water filter, and it also uses the gold tone filter.
And there's the insert for the filter.
This is the charcoal water filter holder, your coffee scoop, and voila, we have the machine. Why not do that for me? I appreciate it. So first, the charcoal water filter, actually I definitely recommend using for a couple reasons. Is number one, it just makes your coffee taste better. It helps filter out the chlorine and the impurities. It actually filters out up to 82% of the impurities in the water. And number two, it just goes a long way for the overall health of your machine, keeping out those mineral deposits out of the actual internals of the machine, which can over time accumulate and start clogging up things. So it's definitely a good idea to use that. Now for the charcoal water filter, basically here's your holder. It just pops in there. You open up the machine. This comes apart like so. This goes over this like so. It pops in like that, and you just pop it in the little slot here if you can see it. And it just sits in there, and the water siphons down through it before it actually goes into the boiler. That actually is good for about 6 weeks or 60 cups, and then I would recommend changing it, keeping it changed regularly. So that's definitely one of the things I like about this is, as you know, good filtered water.
Right. Do we sell those filters?
Yes, we do. Just go to our website. Like I said, I believe they come in 3-packs, and three pack would have about half a year. So to use the machine, once the filter's in, to use the machine for the first time, what you want to do is you want to pour about 4 cups of water in. If you don't mind doing that for me, Randy,
sure.
while I plug in the machine. Of course, you got to plug in the machine. Just about 4 cups is fine. You want to let that soak for a couple minutes before you start brewing.
That's 4 cups?
Yep. Alright, the machine is on, and then what I do is I will actually leave the gold tone filter in there and just run the water through. I'll brew 4 cups. There you go. And we'll let that brew while we're discussing some of the other options. And the nice thing about this machine is it's got a auto off feature, so you could remove the carafe mid pot, pour your coffee, put it back, and it'll continue brewing.
Yeah, that's a really nice feature.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Another thing that's kind of unique to the Capresso machines is they actually have a like a short pot and a full pot brewing option. And for the short pot, like for myself, because me and my wife will get up at different times in the morning, I'll brew 4 cups for myself, then she'll brew 4 cups a little bit later in the day. And so this 3 to 5 cup option is nice because what that does is slow down the extraction. You want a longer extraction if you're brewing a full 10 pots, but if you're only doing less than 5 pots, you would just press the 3 to 5 cup option, hit the brew button, and it'll slow down the brew process a little bit, give you a little bit better of a coffee, a little bit better of an extraction. So that definitely helps. And if you're drinking just a couple cups at a time, it has a warmer plate which will keep your coffee hot for you.
How long does it keep it hot for?
2 hours is about the maximum time. It'll shut off after 2 hours. This is about, you wouldn't want coffee sitting on for much more than that. Next thing that's nice about this coffee maker is you can actually program it to turn on in the morning for you. 10 minutes. I program it to turn on about 10 minutes before I get up. Wake up in the morning, you have a fresh pot of coffee, freshly brewed, and you can, if you're like me, you get right down to drinking coffee, take 2 minutes to read the paper and I'm out the door to work. So
looks like it's brewing out really hot too.
Yeah, it brews out really hot. It brews out fast. Actually, a full 10-cup pot takes only about 9 minutes. which is nice. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and set the timer on the machine, which is actually very easy to do. You have your hour and your minute button. You just press and hold the hour button. It'll initially say 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and it is currently 1:15. Do your minute button. And there we have 1:15. Now to program the on and off button to have it come on in the morning, like I said, it's pretty easy to do. There's a programming button here, and you just do the same thing. You hit the program button, and then you do your hour.
That's a really nice
do your
feature
hour
to
in
have.
minutes, yeah. So I'm going to do that. What time do you get up in the morning, Randy?
Usually around 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? There we go. 6 o'clock, easy enough. And once it stops flashing, it'll be set. And then just to check it, you just press the auto button, and it'll tell you what time it's set to brew. So pretty easy to do. Definitely a nice feature. To make the coffee is actually pretty easy. Do you mind pouring that pot out for me, Randy?
Sure.
We'll brew a little coffee here. We have some. What do we got here? Some Aloha Island coffee. We'll try. And we'll brew 4 cups. So it's basically easy enough to do that. The coffee scoop is 1 scoop per cup. If you want a little stronger coffee, you could just put in more scoops of coffee. You don't want to ever put in more than 12 scoops though, because it'll start overflowing. So I made that mistake and wouldn't recommend anybody does that. So do you mind pouring 4 cups of water in there for me?
Sure.
And we'll get brewing. Alright, and because I poured 4 cups, what you want to do is you want to hit the 3 to 5 cup and then hit brew.
That'll slow down the
That'll slow it down.
process,
Yep.
right?
3 to 5 cup, then hit brew.
You'll extract
now-
more flavor out of the coffee by doing that too.
Yep, it'll slow it down. So, to clean the machine is actually pretty easy. The craft itself, as well as the gold tone filter, and then there's a filter holder that the gold tone filter goes
Right.
into, are all dishwasher safe upper rack. You want to scale the machine. It's recommended about every 6 months. Or if you're brewing 10 cups of coffee, if it's starting to take more than about 10 minutes, that means it's probably time to scale it. It's actually really easy to do. You would use a product like Clean Cap that we have here.
Yeah, that's clean cap.
And you just dissolve the recommended amount in the water reservoir. You take all the filters out. You take the charcoal filter out, you take the gold tone filter out, and you start brewing your pot of coffee. And about 2 minutes into it, or until you got a couple cups of coffee, you shut the machine off for about 15 minutes. That'll allow any minerals or deposits that are kind of loosen up. And then you run it through, and it'll wash it, flush it all out. And then what you do is you do the same process, obviously without the cleaning supplies, and then you just brew just cold water through it and give it a flush.
And that'll
then
flush the
yeah.
It'll flush the cookies out. Yep.
Yeah, it'll flush it right out. Pretty much good to go. It's got a 1-year warranty through Capresso. It's actually, profile-wise, it's not bad for a countertop. To be
Yeah,
honest
it's really
with you.
nice.
It's 13.5 inches high, 6.5 inches deep, and about 10.25 inches. I'm sorry, 6.5 inches wide and about 10.25 inches deep. So, very nice machine. Does a good job. Makes nice hot coffee. Makes coffee
Smells really
fast.
good.
It's got the charcoal filter. It's got the 3 to 5 cup coffee brewer. It's got the auto on button. It's just actually a very versatile machine. Use it all the time, so I definitely recommend it. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to assist.
Thanks
Thanks
you.
for attending.